from Perth-Wellington.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry. Late last Friday, Toronto police were forced to shoot and kill a bear that had wandered onto city streets. Police spokesman Mark Pugash said that they called the Ministry of Natural Resources, but no one was able to come and help us. They were told that there were not any resources to assist them. Mr. Speaker, why was no one from Natural Resources able to help and trap the bear?
Minister.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much to the member for the question. Public safety is the most important thing in cases like these. Local police made the decision based on the situation unfolding in front of them. My ministry was contacted that night by police, and they provided some advice. They were unable to, for public safety reasons,
Finish, please.
Thank you. It is not safe to attempt to tranquilize a bear at night. The Toronto police made the decision. They were the ones on the ground making the decision. They reached out to my ministry for advice. So they provided the information. I agree it's an unfortunate situation, but these are wild animals. The police and my ministry have a duty to ensure that the public is protected.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Back to the minister, Mr. Speaker. You know, Don Cherry had this to say. I don't blame the police. Off the clock.
Feel free to continue disrespecting the chair. Minister of Aboriginal Affairs, come to order. Second time.
I don't blame the police because they didn't have the equipment or backup. It's a dark day and we have to learn from this. But, Mr. Speaker, the government refuses to learn because these dark days aren't all that rare in Ontario. June the 2nd, 2015, after a bear was shot in Newmarket, the former minister said that nuisance bears were not the responsibilities of the MNR. And the reason the police had to act was the MNR couldn't work weekends. This time, MNR said they couldn't work at night. It sounds like the minister doesn't seem to give her staff the resources at all. Mr. Speaker, when will this government take responsibility? These bear deaths are a direct result of their cuts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. We have a protocol that we follow in Ontario when working with local police in these situations. We would never second-guess law enforcement's decision regarding public safety, and I want to give a shout-out to our officers across Ontario that protect the public, both police and the conservation officers of MNR. We were on the phone that night to provide advice. Our ministry officials will go out in the daylight hours to tranquilize a bear. Let me reiterate, it is not safe to try and tranquilize a bear at night. We would also like to take a moment to reiterate that if you see a bear that poses a threat to public safety, you need to call 911 and your local police. My ministry is always available for advice and support when need be, but I would never second-guess a police decision to make sure that public safety is the most important thing and that they provided public safety that night.